I've had over 200 interviews over the course of my career. More than, I'm telling you, the ones I can remember. And it might sound absurd, but the reason why is because I do a lot of practice interviews because I always want to sharpen my skills. You know, the industry is very aggressive. If you're not learning, you get left behind. So I really try every single day to work on my skills, get in the face of a recruiter, see how sharp my skills are, and get direct feedback every now and then. And this is good because there are companies right now that do that send their employees to other companies to go interview. And when they come back successfully, they even probably increase their salary. I'm not sure if they still do that, but Netflix used to do that at some point. Case in point, it helps you to sharpen your skills. Having had that kind of experience, there's only one thing that I know works exceedingly well for me, and it's having a very well thought out templates and having very good stories. So when I say templates, when you want to describe yourself, you should have very good templates for the kind of job that you want to target. So you're targeting a data engineering job, or your software job, or your writing job, or you're a teacher, whatever it is, you need to be able to speak to that role. And these templates have to be different per those jobs. Even for jobs that are similar, you can create some nuance between them. And that shows how meticulous you are. And it matters because on the other side of the table, what the recruiter is looking for are those keywords. What have you done? What has been your impact? How have you been able to work with other people? Can this person do the job? And are they going to be an exceedingly pleasing person to work with? Those are the kind of things they're looking for, really. And the other part of this is stories. Apart from your template, stories. Stories are the things that we tell recruiters to make sure that they understand the way we think about problems. Stories tell us more than the technical jargons that we're talking about. You could build Facebook, but if you don't know how to sell the story of how you built Facebook, how you had to fight bugs, how you had to build a team from scratch, how you had to work with the team, how you had to sell to stakeholders, all these conversations are so important. All the stories are so important because that's what the recruiter can understand. They understand stories. Everybody understands stories. Children understand stories. So when you storify your experience, what you're doing is that you're dumbing it down to the fundamentals of, I know what you want to hear as a recruiter, and this is how I've done those things. And it makes it easy. And it gives you an opportunity to make the conversation go in the direction that you want it to go, usually. So when you move with stories, two things would most likely happen. The recruiter will have more questions, and you are probably prepared for those questions because they are embedded in your stories. You probably breadcrumbed him or her because they are embedded in your stories. And you can take it up from there. The second thing that is happening because it's your story is that you can slide in jokes and relax into the conversation and really control the pace, wherein it's like you're able to tell the recruiter and pull him in versus the recruiter having to grind through trying to know who you are and extract all this data from you. You're doing the job for the recruiter. Easy. So that's pretty much it. Again, what the recruiter is trying to get is, can this person do the job and are they easy to work with? That's it. That's the fundamental baseline. Something else that a lot of people don't do that I really picked up, especially because I've interviewed people also on the other side. As I've led my projects, technical projects, so many times, and I've interviewed so many talents. A lot of people are talented, but a lot of people don't draw you into their stories. A lot of people don't draw you into the conversation. So you ask a candidate, how did you handle this issue when this issue happened? It can say something, but it's very important that you are able to draw in the recruiter and say, this is what I did at the very top level. Should I go deeper? So that way, you drop the recruiter and the recruiter has an opportunity to specify or go deep on something that is interested in having a conversation about. Now, when you start to draw the recruiter in, there's something that happens there. Again, like I said, you are making the conversation extremely easy for the recruiter, but it also shows the recruiter that you have your thoughts well laid out. So two things that happens when you start to do that and you start to draw the recruiter in is that you've shown the recruiter that you have your thoughts well laid out and they know now that you're very prepared. And it helps them to access the signals that they want to know if you're the one for the job. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And talk to you soon.